Your Country 1039 KGRT, Carrie
name is Olga
Underwood,
Chavez,
and that's not supposed to happen. Let's try that again. Carrie Underwood and Cowboy Casanova.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. Time for our question of the day. And see, I check the buttons all the time. That's kind of what happens when I don't check the buttons. Anyway, question of the day time. Did you know that today is National Beverage Day? Yes, and with the weather warming up, sometimes our go-to beverages do kind of change as we go along through the year. However, normally there is at least one beverage of which you enjoy the most. I will tell you right now, I do enjoy a good root beer. In fact, I search out for all kinds of different root beers. I may have found one that I've never tried before. I'm going to see if I can find it online, get a copy of it, because it was getting some good reviews. But that's just my root beer journey. What about your beverage journey? Yeah. What is your go-to beverage? If somebody offered you something to drink, you can drink whatever you want. What is it that you're mostly going to go for? Is it, good old-fashioned H2O? Get the water in there? My water boy, Adam Sandler. Anyway, not water, we're high-quality H2O, right? Or you're going for a soda, or maybe a sparkling water, or maybe one of those, flavored sparkling waters where the fruit just kind of waved at the can as it waved by, and therefore it has flavor. Not a fan of those ones myself, but, there are a lot of people that do like sparkling waters, or perhaps it is a beverage of more an adult nature. I used to have my favorites with that one too, but what about maybe just good old cold lemonade on a hot summer day? Good stuff. Plenty of choices out there, but what is your go-to beverage? That is our question of the day today. Basically, if someone came up, offered you a beverage of your choice, what would you choose? I suppose it does depend on the time of the day, because I'm not drinking a root beer at 5 a.m. when I get here. No, that's reserved for the good old coffee beer right there. So yeah, so I suppose it would be the time of day, but just in general, what's your go-to beverage? I will say a hot Saturday afternoon. What are you using to go ahead and drink there? Let me know your answers. Call them in. Text them in 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, you can always leave your comments down below as well, because, of course, we are live on our social media page. In fact, we do a little extra online for you. And let's see, got a text message already. Dr. Pepper Cherry. Interesting. I will be honest with you. I do have to have a beverage to drink. If it isn't just a cold bottle of water, I'm going for a lot of zero sugar stuff, because we're getting older, right? There's a 7-Up Tropical Mango out that's now pretty good. I don't know. Maybe share your drinks. What is your go-to beverage of choice? That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. There, once again, double checking the buttons to make sure that we're all okay. I do keep an eye out for new flavors, and I actually like that a lot of the soda companies are trying different flavors. And if I can find them in a zero sugar version, I will definitely grab one. And, me and Chris will try them out at the house, my nephew there. And some of them are pretty good. I'm actually really enjoying the 7-Up Tropical Mango thing that they've got going right now. It's pretty good. But for the most part, if I had my druthers and I just needed a nice cold drink on a hot summer day, I'm probably going to go with a root beer, or, to be honest, a nice ice cold water. But it's got to be cold water, none of the lukewarm stuff. But what about you? What is your beverage of choice? What is your go-to beverage on, say, a hot summer afternoon? Let me know your answers. Once again, call them in, text them in, and leave your comments down below as well. Got a bunch of people saying hi today. Good morning. Hi. How you doing? Gotta love live stuff on the internet. But, on a hot summer day, what are you drinking? What is your go-to beverage? Let me know your answers, and we will go ahead and share with the group. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see what's going on in and around the world. Gizmodo says that Ozempic is killing off weight loss surgeries. Yeah, researchers from Loyola University Medical Center say weight loss surgeries peaked in 2022, but they are down 177,000 since mainly due to GLP-1. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea. You know, surgery is not always the best option, and I think that's a good thing. Larry the Cable Guy, remember him? He is going to host a new syndicated clip show called American Mayhem. It's going to launch on the fall and will be featuring viral videos. It doesn't say which channel it's going to be on, but I'll keep an eye out for that. Let's see. Domino's has launched Star Wars-inspired macaroons for a limited time. The French 3-pack is inspired by Grogu's moments in The Mandalorian, the movie. Or I think that there's like these cookie things that he always want to get his hand on. So maybe that's what it is. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that one as well. And speaking of some movie stuff, Devil Wears Prada 2 M&Ms have sold out. The Devil Wears Prada 2 limited edition candles are blue and are called Cerulean. Resellers are hawking boxes of blue M&Ms on eBay for as much as $170. Wow. We'll pass on that one. But the Grogu macaroons, I probably won't pass on because, one, snacks, two, Star Wars fan. Yeah. Anyway, our question of the day today, what is your go-to beverage? Today happens to be National Beverage Day, so what is your beverage of choice? Say, I could give you an example on a hot summer afternoon. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go with a root beer or an ice cold water. That is always refreshing there. If it's in the morning, definitely going with coffee. If it is, say, a late, chilly night, even in the summer, actually, if it's at night, not opposed to the occasional hot chocolate in there. In fact, I've got several hot chocolate pods. Might have to use up here pretty soon. But once again, your choice. What is your go-to beverage? That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. Let me know your answers. Call them in, text them in, or leave your comments down below for our question of the day.